So, welcome and namaste, beautiful beings. So, if you just want to be getting yourself nice and relaxed and sat down or lying down and simply closing your eyes and just bring your attention to your body. And just simply rest your attention on your body. Just simply noticing all the sensations, feelings, whatever's there. But just notice without any judgment, just simply like you're watching a movie of what's going on in your body. And just as your attention gently rests there on the body, just be open from your heart to the experience of what I call spheres of light. That's spheres of light. Just wide open to that experience. And this energy called spheres of light is the same as the universal state. I am pure being. The sense of aliveness that's beyond the personal. There's nothing after the words I am. Just noticing this pure beingness, this aliveness, resting your attention on this. And as your attention gently rests there, simply know that this is only possible by virtue of the fact that it is seen from a deeper space of awareness. That is the silent witness in infinite silence. So just allow your attention to merge with this silent witness that sees the I am, that sees the body, that sees all of the feelings, sensations, just simply neutrally accepts and witnesses those without any judgment, no matter what they are. Just simply like watching a movie of beingness and the sensations. This silent witnessing. And this witness itself is a function of the deeper essence that is infinite silence. It is like a sliver of ice in an ocean of water that's gradually dissolving, melting. The silent witness itself is dissolving in that ocean of awareness, melting, dissolving and becoming an ocean of silence, of infinite silence. Deeper and deeper, melting and melting, merging, melting into this ocean of awareness. The phenomena, the I amness, the sensations may still well be present, but just appearing in front of, being witnessed by the totality of the awareness of infinite silence, this oceanic depths, just sinking, allowing oneself to totally merge with and become this ocean of awareness. Whatever else is here, just simply watched, noticed, accepted. No effort required, just noticing, trusting that all is well in this space, this infinite space of infinite silence, sinking deeper and deeper like a luxuriating bath of stillness and silence, of awareness. This awareness, this silence, you already are. Everything melting and dissolving now, totally accepted, silently watched, embraced, and this awareness touches everything, even being inside and out. Inside and out, touches, melts, dissolves, the universal solvent of infinite silence, like a luxuriating ocean that one has dived into and become one with this ocean. You are already this ocean of infinite silence, effortlessly and silently. One is this. Indeed, one has always been this infinite field of awareness. Never has there been a time you were not this. This, always this, eternally. This awareness, this is the realization. Simply trusting totally in this essence that you are. Nothing else matters now. but this. Here you are, beyond the personal, beyond the form, beyond space and time, is this infinite ocean of awareness, and you, non-personal, are it. In silence, you will realize your truth. In truth, you will realize you are silence. Always infinite silence, total and absolute awareness, beyond belief, beyond space and time. This awareness, this energy that knows itself as awareness, infinite consciousness. In silence, we trust. For this silence, we are. No matter what else is presenting itself in the form, feelings, sensations, emotions, only trusting the awareness that watches, that sees all this on the screen of consciousness, ever present presence that you already are. In the silence of your heart, this you already know. It may simply have been forgotten. Now one can open to remembering, realizing, accepting this for all that I am. This is the infinite I am. All that I am is infinite silence, is all that am I. Pure isness, nothing but this, nothing greater than this, nothing less than this awareness. Here you are, always have been, always will be this eternal awareness. Resting, silently, everything now is offered automatically up to this, seen by this, witnessed by this, loved totally and completely by this, touched in every way, in every dimension, across the whole of eternity by this. The trusting in the silence, the witness to it all, becomes the knowing, the realization. One has always been this. Simply present. No gateway or pathway to this, just the realization of what is here now. Effortless stillness. All that flows from this, the pure perfumes of this, are love, grace, peace, truth, gratitude, blessing, acceptance. All flows from this awareness, and all returns to this awareness. And you are this non-personal awareness. Simply all of life, all that's present in our world now in times of great change and upheaval, all is seen and embraced by this unchanging, unblemished awareness. You simply are. Nothing you have to do. Nothing to achieve. No striving, no seeking. Simply realizing. Realizing, not seeking. Finding, not searching. Seeing, not looking. It is this. This is you as awareness. Beyond words, beyond mind, beyond space and time, is that which you are as awareness. This is the place of power, the true, unchanging, untouched, unblemished, unseen seer. That one is. From this, the entirety of this world, and indeed the entire universe, is birthed. The place of communion, common union. That in truth you never left, may simply have forgotten, but now open to its remembering, its realization. Through the power of awareness alone that you already are. All is accepted, loved, embraced, and totally dissolved by this. For you are this. No judgment. Total and utter acceptance and dissolution of all that you are not. Nothing to hold on to, just simply realize this presence. Sinking deeper, deeper, all disappearing, melting, dissolving. Transforming, transmuting, realizing one simply is infinite awareness or infinite silence. Rest now as this, and know one is always this. Even beyond this gathering tonight, you remain this. In this you can trust, for it is unmoving, unchanging, perfect. complete awareness that you already are. Utterly dissolved. Whatever's present, just simply watched, accepted, embraced utterly, loved infinitely. And in this, the miracle emerges, the gift of life, to life, as life. For you are life, the living meditation, the living silence. By the grace of this, the stillness, the awareness, absolute simplicity that is beyond mind and form and space and time. This realization is here now. Nothing remains but this. And in a few moments now, I will ring the singing bowl 3 times and remain present, simply noticing, watching. And as the tone of the singing bowl fades away, you remain as this awareness, this infinite silence, aware of the body, the chair you're sat on, or whatever you may be lay on. Totally accepting, aware of this. And when the moment feels right for you, you can gently open your eyes, but remaining as awareness, trusting one is still this, even as you go about your life in these times of change. The unchanging is the place you have been looking for. This is the one constant, the Formula 1 of all life. And gently, if you haven't already done so, opening your eyes, and I'll put on for a few moments the harp. So I will disappear off the screen, but the harp will start playing immediately. Good. So if there's anything you would like to ask or share, please pop that in the comments now and I will respond. But other than that, thank you very much for coming. In these times of vast change, the true place of peace is only going to be found within this space of absolute awareness. And my friends, I cannot emphasize this enough. You really are already this, and it's only a matter of realizing it. Even if it's not your experience right now and you're wading through treacle like Claire was saying there, just simply trust the power that's within and witness. Allow what is present to be without judgment. This doesn't mean not taking practical steps, but simply witnessing. And for those who would like some help with troubling emotions issues, live stream 11 that I've put the link to in the comments above, in the introduction I think it is, that's the go-to resource. It includes a full explanation and guided experience, so use that. For those who want to understand the meditation itself further, the infinite silence meditation, I've also put the link to live stream 18. It gives a full and detailed exploration of how the meditation emerged, what it points to, and a guided experience like this as well. So that's live stream 18. I'm just going to check to see if we can see any more comments, because I can't do several things at once. So I need to just make sure what's happening here. You're welcome, Namaste, Princess Jewel and Christian. And Claire's saying, so many lessons for me in all this. Feel like planet is being asked to look inwards and see what's important. Falling away what no longer serves. Definitely a remembering about what we are here to do. Still tearful at times and missing interaction real time. I couldn't agree more with that, to be honest, Claire. It's definitely, from my perspective, both from observation and direct insight, there is a fundamental shift going on right now, and what the situation is doing is bringing forth all of the issues, the fears that our humanity and conditioning that humanity as a whole has, and it's the situation, as challenging as it is accentuating all of that. and bringing it right to the surface in a way that, to be honest, may not necessarily happen so easily. These circumstances are as planetary wide, are unprecedented. I think we all know that, can see that. And the greatest fear that's arising everybody here is the fear of death. This is the greatest fear, if one believes one is the body-mind. Ultimately, we are not that. The body is something that we have, but it is not that which we are. And it's the identification and belief that we are that is the cause of all of the suffering. And when that belief totally and utterly dissolves, then the suffering comes to a close. There is something infinitely greater than one as the body-mind. That's not to say that the body-mind is not important. It's fundamentally important because it's the vehicle through which life experiences itself as life. And the greatest gift of life is to realize one is awareness while still embodied in the vehicle. And all of the stuff that comes up, the tears, the emotions, the struggles, the suffering, it will appear particularly challenging right now, but if you can see it in a new light, and that light is the light of an invitation to witness it, to see it, to feel it, to face it, to watch it silently without judgment. And then in the light of that pure witnessing of the power of your own awareness, a miracle truly does occur. It dissolves right before your very eyes. I have seen this hundreds, if not thousands of times with people across the world. If one could just trust in the power that is within. So yes, I completely and have deep compassion and love for the suffering that's going on and the struggles that you're talking about there, Claire. But see it not as a challenge, see it as an invitation to dissolve all that you are not. And seeing it in that way is a game changer. It really is a game changer. Not meant to be a challenge or something that you can't deal with. You're still here. You're still here as this awareness, and you will be this awareness eternally. I would not say that to you were it not so, and you don't need to believe me on this. It will be realized. One of the great gifts, the greatest gift, and the greatest part of this transition we're going through is to look deeper beyond what's happening moment to moment. It still requires connection, the human connection, but it's also looking for a much deeper experience of that from the depths of the silence in your heart. This is a big, big, big invitation. See it as an invitation. Yes, there's vast differences to how we normally operate, but in that there is a vast opening as well. It is obviously sad that many people will contract and no doubt die from this, but we can, with the measures we're taking, limit that and provide a greater opportunity for ourselves to have a deeper experience of life. Good. Well, I'm glad that's starting to resonate for you. It's not about believing me, but I know what you mean. It's about trusting in that what you already are. Because I know, Claire, that you are this, and indeed everybody is this. It is just a matter of us waking up to that possibility. So keep going. I encourage you to keep going. I send you infinite love and blessings from the depths of the silence. In this you can trust, for this you already are. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for meditating. Each time you meditate and dive deeper into your own awareness, you are making a contribution to the realization that is unfolding on this planet right now. And again, you don't have to believe me on that. So just want to reinforce, the more that you can use this as an opportunity to go within, to connect with that which you already are, you're not only helping yourself, you're helping everybody on the planet. The universe really does rejoice the more that you connect to that awareness with your heart. I'm not just saying that because it's a nice thing to say, it's actually true, and in your heart you already know this. So with that, I'm going to say namaste and a very good night to you all. See you the same time tomorrow, and I'll leave you with a bit more harp and then